first on Kuwait. Help us understand where this new leadership actually does stand on the GCC divisions, and might this new emir be more willing to more clearly side with Qatar and Turkey in this dispute?
Hi, Andrea. Thanks for having me. I think that's a fantastic question. You're right. The board game has changed, so to speak, and with the new player in Kuwait, the concern was what will be the policy. But I think that there's been indications here quite clearly that the new emir in Kuwait will follow in the tradition of, God rest his soul, Sheikh al-Sabah. But there's going to be a few key differences. I believe, and the indications are quite clear, that this relationship with Qatar and Turkey will take an even more pronounced turn, and their relationship will develop even further. I think that's quite clear now with the sudden trip of President Erdogan, and before that, Prime Minister Imran Khan to Kuwait. So the indication is that they'll be continuing the policies and perhaps even further strengthening the relationship between Kuwait and Qatar and also Kuwait and Turkey. And just to let you know, there was 3 days of official mourning here. All the radio programs in Qatar were playing the Holy Quran on the radio program, on channels, to pay respect to the late emir in Kuwait.
Okay. You know, it's hard to see how the GCC can actually continue any level of real function with the Qatari blockade still underway. There are obviously two clear sides to it, allies of one on one side and allies of the other on the other. Tell us where it stands. I mean, how does this has been years now. Everyone was so shocked when it first happened and thought it couldn't last. These are countries that have too many ties, too important. It has to end, and it hasn't. How does it get resolved, if ever?
You know, that's the million-dollar question, and to be honest, it doesn't look like it's anywhere near being resolved, even though there's considerable attempts from the Qatari side to take that extra step towards peace. But these are such ingrained differences, such ideological, regional differences on the regional vision. And this kind of explains the depth and the camaraderie between Qatar and Turkey. This is not something that is, fortuitous. It's not something that is whimsical. This is something that is really deep and well thought out, the relationship. And just to put this a little bit more in perspective, Saudi Arabia, with its massive investments in Turkey, with its 30 million population, when you compare that to Qatar, when you're looking at it strictly dollars and cents, it would have made much more dollars and cents if Turkey would have stayed neutral or would have been more accommodating to Saudi allegations. But that did not happen. It was a commitment based on principle. Both Turkey and Qatar share this understanding of the region. And, to put it in one phrase, it would be representative governance. They believe in representative governance, not just for their own countries, but for the wider Middle East and North African region. And they're aligned, whereas other parties are authoritarian and are directly opposed to representative governance and directly opposed to the primary ethnic and religious demographic in the region, including the issue of Palestine as another point. So all of this together, we have a deep relationship that's even strengthening between Qatar and Turkey.
A commitment based on principle. That's a rare find in geopolitics these days. Farhan Mujahid joining us there from Doha. Thank you so much for that.